Hello and welcome back to Seaside Garage. Decision has been made on the rear wheel arches. I'm gonna cut this glass fiber nightmare off and then try to rebuild them with the repair panel. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So the wheel arch is now on the car, and as you can see, I have started the filler process. And as you can see, that I'm using quite a lot of filler, and I really don't like to do that normally. Normally I like to try to blend the metal to make the metal as smooth as possible without filler, so you just need a little skim of filler, and that's the way filler is supposed to be used. But the Niva got such a thick layer of filler, I don't know why. But I kept this piece of panel, and as you can see, it is a pretty extreme amount of filler. Why? I don't know. But this area and this area especially is extremely thick. It's not that bad up here. And because of that, I tried to use as much of the repair panel at the sides as possible to get as far as possible from the wheel arch. But it didn't really make much of a difference. So what I have chosen to do is to fill that gap up with a lot of filler. And I don't have a lot of experience in that, and at the moment it's extremely dirty work, but this is the way to go about this one, because the right thing would be to hammer all the old filler off and then fix whatever comes up, then repaint everything and all that. And it's so hard to actually figure out what to do and where the line is on projects like these, because it's not a restoration, it's a revival. It needs to be a daily. It needs to be safe, and it would be nice if it's in rather good condition. So where do you start and where do you stop and all that? I have decided to do it like this. It looks messy, but I now know that the metal on this car is solid and all right, and that's nice. I still need to fix the inner panel because it's not reaching to the new panel now. I had to cut the old one off, and I also need to clean up the welds on the inside. As you can see, there's a lot of porcupine things back there. And that is because the gap is a bit too big, or I lost concentration while welding. But the main reason is that I like to weld stuff like this up like this. The two panels meet and then I butt weld them. That makes it really easy to burn through, and also makes it really easy to have too big of a gap and then thereby having to weld up the gap. I had a rather big one at the top like this or something like that I had to weld up. That's difficult. You could of course make an overlapping panel like this, and that is the way most mechanics do it, at least, and it's the easiest way. It maybe also is slightly stronger, but this overlap is, in my opinion, a moisture trap. So I like to do it this way. Oh, and by the way, sorry for the beard. I've had a mask on the entire day because of the gas when welding and the dust when grinding and all that. And it's important because it's pretty unhealthy stuff. I also fixed the inner wheel arch right here. This is a repair panel that I put on. It's actually not for this model, but I couldn't get the right one because on this repair panel, it is supposed to have the shock absorber over here. I cut that bracket off because mine got it in there. It's one of the few difference between the early and the later Nivas. So, but this is just a strengthening piece, so it doesn't really matter. I have rebuilt the metal behind this and then welded this one on, so it should be good to go. I just need to paint it up. And I actually also did the other side yesterday. I'm in the process of filling that up as well. It feels really dirty to do this after changing all the metal, but this one is also new, and I have also rebuilt the inside wheel arch, and I also had to rebuild some areas down here, and now everything seems to be pretty all right. At least it's solid. I still have a lot of cleaning up to do on the inside because, as you can see, it's not painted and the welds are not protected and or seam sealed or anything like that. So I need to do some work in here.